Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Just double checking to see everything's working. We live. Zebec is quietly positioning itself to be something huge, right? Zebec is collaborating, adding, and updating to be something major with the payroll, with the updates, with the cards, with the transaction processing, and possibly partnering with XRP. But if you know ZBIC, you know that they have been working with XRP the whole time, and they already have something with Coinbase. What up, Silver Days? BTM Crypto News Network. Let's go, BTM. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's get to it. Let's turn on the spotlight and see what we can see. So this is a spotlight. This is our official sponsor, which is Caleb and Brown. I see people are signing up. I get that bonus, I think, when 5 more people sign up. So keep signing. Tell your friends, tell your mom's sister's boyfriend's barber, get on with Caleb and Brown. Caleb and Brown is working with XRP, and I think they're sponsoring. If not, they'll be at the XRP conference in Vegas at the end of April and the first day of May. So if you guys are out there, let me know. Caleb and Brown, if you want to sponsor BTM to come out and talk or just take some pictures and videos at the conference, let me know. Hit me up, blacktigerminer@gmail.com. But if not, we will still be making videos. So shout out to Caleb and Brown. Caleb and Brown gives 24/7 human support from a crypto expert. You're not talking to your mom's sister's boyfriend's barber. You're talking to somebody who knows about crypto and can help you on your crypto journey. I was talking to a friend yesterday. The main reason we are here to help you so you can avoid some of the pitfalls and some of the scams and some of the bad crypto meme coins and garbage out here and wasting your money. We only talk about real projects and projects that are doing things and have a promising future. So again, shout out to Caleb and Brown. Looking at the bubbles, kind of a mixed day. Not really all red, not all green. Helium's down 14%. Arbitron's down 9.6. Bittensor tiles down 3.7. And I might start doing some Bittensor tile videos, but it's kind of hard to do videos on everything. I think Bittensor tile will be a good one as well. And I'm also invested in that. Canton Network is down 3.5. World Liberty Financial was up crazy, is down 2.3 on the day, down 0.3 on the hour, up 10.9 on the week, and down 29.1 on the week. So what was I looking at? Something was at 99 cents. I thought it was World Liberty. Maybe not. ICP is down 2.6. Casper is down 7.4. Render's down 1.4. Quant's down 3.8. Algorand's down 1.9. Sui's up 0.1. Zephyr Protocols up 6.9. IAXBT's up 0.4. Hyper Liquid is up 2.8 unchanged on the hour. BGB's up 0.3. Radian's up 1.2. Solana is up 1.5, up 0.2 on the hour, up 5.6 on the week, down 34.5 on the month, and down 50.6 on the So it is positioning itself to come back. Zcash, which was off like a rocket, is down unchanged an hour, up 0.4 on the day, up 13.5 on the week, still down 24.3 on the month, and up 635% on the week. Where Zcash, what is this? Qubit, it's down 0.2 on the day. Avast is down, actually up 0.3 on the day. Trump coin, excuse me, is up 1.2 on the day, down up 0.2 on the hour, up 5.4 on the week, down 29.3 on the month, and down 79.4 on the year. Cha-ching. Stronghold is up 0.7 on the day, up 1.4 on the hour, up 4.1 on the week, down 32.8 on the month, and down 53% on the year. Air Jones up 2.3. Swarm is up 4.9. OKB's up 2.3. 3.2. I keep getting these numbers backwards. Polymesh is up 1.6. Lithium is up 1.1. Binance BNB is up 0.1 on the day, unchanged on the hour, down 0.8 on the week, down 30.6 on the month, and down 6.5 on the year. The Casper is down 3%. Hash flows down 3.3. CVX is down 1.9. Ethereum Classic is down 1.6. Jupiter's down 0.8. Jasmine's down 2.6. XPR is down 1.3. XRP is down 0.3 on the day, up 0.1 on the hour, up 4.2 on the week, down 25.2 on the month, and down 46.8 on the year. ZK is down 2.2. XLM is down 0.8. Injustice down 1%. What is this? Alchemy Pay is down 0.2 on the day. Monero's up 1.1. Bears up 0.8. And let's go to the big boys. Bitcoin is unchanged on the hour, up 0.6 on the day, up 1.1 on the week, down 24.5 on the month, and down 30.1 on the year. 67,273 dollars. Ethereum is down 0.8 on the day, down 0.4 on the hour, up 0.2 on the week, down 34.1 on the month, and down 28.2 on the year. They're still under that 2,000 mark, 1,952. XRP is down 0.3 on the day, up 0.1 on the hour, up 4.3 on the week, down 25.2 on the month, and down 46.8 on the year. And of course, our favorite payroll processor, the crypto of the future, the credit card and the world mobile update, banking for the unbanked, is at 140, down one spot, up 1% on the hour, down 0.2 on the day, or up 0.2 on the day, up 4.1 on the week, down 27.9 on the month. And this year number is messing me up. 11.9 on the year, which can't be right. I don't know. I'm gonna check something. I forgot to open. What was this? I'm tripping. Forgot to open this up. Where is it? This is looking for the holders. I didn't get that information earlier. That's weird. Where's the holder? Okay, here we go. This is the holder information. And then let me look up Live. Okay, live coin watch. Okay, so for the Zebec is currently at the 0020 0.27 on the hour, down 0.12 on the day, up 4.17 on the week, down 28.6 on 30 days, down 20.92 on the 90 day, which is the quarter, and only up 15.2 on the year, which is weird because it was like 100%, then 80%, now 15.4. I guess it's some kind of way they're averaging in here. I don't know. I got to figure this out because this is weird. Why is it only up 15.3%? But it's been sitting at the 002 for some time, so that might be factoring in. CoinMarketCap says it's 0020, up 0.28 on the day. Market cap is 204 mil won, up 3.35%. 24-hour trading volume is 7.8 mil won, up 0.24%. Zebec Net, powered by World Mobile Team, launches on the 23rd, which is Monday. So definitely keep an eye out for the launch of the decentralized mobile network where eSIMs connectivity meets real world sending. Global eSIMs, real time payments, 100 plus countries. Early access begins tomorrow for thousands already on the wait list. Why am I not on the wait list? Why didn't I get any information about this? Luna Crush alt ranks. I'm trying to get the words and the graph up. I'll just go to the graph. So this is okay. This doesn't show ranking. That's weird, but it does show the alt rank as number 10. Tron is number 1. Solana's number 2. Bitcoin Cash, what, is number 3. Bitcoin's number 4. Pump Fund is number 5. What is this? Cyclops Anime is up number 6. OKB is number 7. Clanker is number 8. So value. What the freak is so value? Up to number 9, and of course a Zebec number 10. So let's go back to the holders. Holder scan says 95,210. 4 hours we added 24. 12 hours 90, a day 111. 3 days 351. For the week, up 596 holders. For 2 weeks, 1,235. And for the month, we're up 2,938. Be nice to get back into that 3,000 rank on the month, but it will come with time, guys. Be patient. So looking at the 4-hour chart, got a couple green candles. RSI is 53.12. RSI base moving average is 49.49. So the RSI is above the moving average. So that means they're back into oversold territory. MACD showing bullish, blues over red. Got a couple of green candles on the 4-hour. On the 2-hour, a couple green candles, blues over red, so it's still bullish. RSI is 54.29. RSI base moving average is 49.55. Got a green candle, a couple red candles on the 2-hour. On the 45-minute, a couple green candles. RSI is 53.8. RSI base moving average is 55.9. And we're looking. That's weird. That's weird. That's really close there. What the freak? Can't even see. Maybe bearish. It's got a couple of red candles on the Mac, on the 45-minute, on the 15-minute. RSI is above the moving average. Got a red candle. Looks bullish on the 15-minute chart. And on the 5 minutes bullish, got some green candles. Got a red candle here. RSI is 52.4. RSI base moving average is 50.0. So let's zoom out to the day chart. Actually, let's look at the week chart. So on the week chart, this was the high, the 007. We hit that back in May last year. Been down and up. I think the last one was the 005. Now we're at the 002. And the low would be the 0014. We didn't hit that from the chart. Let's see, where's the low? Probably at the 005. So it looks like we're doing okay, holding pretty steady between the 05 and the 0. What is this? The 0014. So things are going not too bad, right? Don't have anybody hype you up that it's going to 0 or it's crashing. It's about to take off from here on the week. On the month, looks like the lowest was the 009, and we're above the 0014. And it looks like we're slowly coming down for us to pick it up on the month chart. Let's go back over to the day chart. On the day chart, looks like we came down to the 007. Some people got in. Some people got in here at the 0018. We pumped up to the 007. So we're currently at the 002. We're probably going to start to push up with these announcements in next week. So we might get back into the 003 and push up from there. Let me know when you guys bought into Zebec. Back over Silver Days. What up, Yazim? What's going on, Bay? Yazim Bay. What up, Jay in Japan? No worries, everyone. I bought my space shuttle so we can moon. We'll gas up the shuttle, put your seats in the full upright position. Go ahead and get the beer, get some champagne for the trip. We are going to launch off pretty soon, so make sure you guys have your seatbelts up. Bay said you got in at the 007. I got in down there too. I sold some. I wish I didn't. Bought back in at the 0014 and been riding it up ever since. So we're still in a good spot. Over to X, make sure you sign up for the BTM Crypto News Network to stay current on the Zebec. Might do a Caspa video, Bitcoin, Canton Network, of course, the XRP. And I'm probably going to start doing some BitTenter videos. I might just do videos instead of lives, but I might do a live stream as well. I don't know. Time is the issue. But at some point, we'll be able to squeeze some time out and get back on track. And of course, the super app goes live February 25th, which is next Wednesday. So less than a week. Super app is coming. Super app is coming. Super app is coming. This is a quick video. God of Finance. Zebec Network. The project is too big to fail with 10x potential. Let's see what this guy's.
I do believe that Zebec Network. Jatoshi is asking, what are your thoughts on Zebec Network? I am still bullish on Zebec Network, you know. I am still bullish on Zebec Network. And also, I do believe that Zebec Network is still going to surpass its former all-time high. Because like I told you guys, lots of coins during this cycle will never make it back to their all-time high. But when it comes to Zebec Network, I see Zebec Network, you know, smashing that shit. I see the big network actually, you know, surpassing way past, you know, its former all-time high. And if I'm to give my target for the big network, how much do I think the big network can do? Because right now, market cap is currently around $198 million market cap. I believe that when the next bull run comes, Zebec Network can actually hit, you know, $2 billion market cap easily. So it does have a 10x potential during the next bull run. I'm actually bullish on this coin. And that was the coin I told you guys that was too big to fail. This coin is being backed by some of the biggest players in the game. It's being backed by Circle, Coinbase, Solana Venture, Breyer Capital, Republic, and so many others. So project is too big to fail, bro.
Too big to fail, bro. It's too big to fail, bro. Keeping it moving. This is the Zebec man. Always with the information in the alpha. Big shout out to Zebec man. Uh, what if Starlink World Mobile team, Zebec, built a new global connectivity real time economy? And yes, tagging Elon because this would be bold enough to matter. Imagine a world where internet access isn't just available, it's affordable, flexible, and monetized in real time. If Starlink Satellites World Mobile Team, community owned telecom model, and Zebec built on payment rails converge, here's the deep dive. Starlink's role, low Earth orbit satellites, broadband, global coverage, no fiber required, remote villages, oceans, mountains connected, world mobile teams, hybrid telecom network powered by community owned nodes, 4G, 5G, LoRa. I don't even know what LoRa is. Local operators earn from providing access. What? I might need to look into that actually about this LoRa in this community owned node. Actually, how do you set up a world mobile node? Is there a world mobile node information? But there is. Connectivity is the foundation. Payments are the layer on top. ZBIC launches world mobile infrastructure is exactly how Web3 goes mainstream. Programmable real time payment streaming on Solana. No invoices, no monthly billing cycles, continuous flow. So, what does this stack actually create? Global backbone with the Starlink, local last mile distribution, world mobile team, real time monetized layer. And we talked about this several times, right? With the real time payment flow and Zebec being able to offer the payment, you could use the Starlink network and the World Mobile um, internet and actually get paid in nowhere, right? Anywhere, everywhere, and nowhere. A vertically integrated programmable telecom economy. It could work technically. A world mobile node connects users locally. That node uses Starlink as a satellite backhaul. User stream payments via Zebec as they consume the bandwidth. When the data flows, the money flows. Instead of a $60 monthly subscription, users stream micro payments per second. Stop using data, the stream pauses, zero overage, zero billing surprises. Example, a household streams the point 0.0000 stablecoin seconds while browsing. Smart contracts logic distributes percent at local world mobile team node operator, percent to Starlink from backhaul, smart protocol fee via Zebec, fully automated. Node operators become micro entrepreneurs. I need to figure out. Let me make a note of this. What is this? It's not the pen. Where's my pen? Actually, where's my notebook? Okay, here we go. The trusty notebook. Let's see here. What is this? World Mobile Node Operator. Mobile Node Operator. Go ahead and put that in the chat. See what they're talking about. Fully automated node operators become macro entrepreneurs. I'm with that, bro. The more uptime users have, the more continuous revenue they earn. That aligns incentives perfectly. Remote workers installing nodes, paid and via real time via Zebec streams. No wait 30 days. Wages flow every second worked. Internet of Things layer, connected agriculture sensors using World Mobile. Uplink via Starlink, paying micro fees through Zebec automatically. Machines become economic actors. This is where it gets interesting. Starlink expands revenue beyond subscriptions. World Mobile scales via backhaul. Zebec gains massive on-chain transactions throughput. Each strengthens the other. Token impact. World Mobile token gains real utility as node operators and communities earn streaming revenue. Demand increases. Adoption. Zebec team ZBCN becomes settlement layer for continuous payments. No more streams, more transaction value. High utility and demand. The economic loops begins. Regulated stablecoin pricing, optional KYC at fiat ramps, compliance layers where needed. Dang, bro, you really put some research into this. It strengthens the community ownership thesis, host earn transparency and continuously. Token utility rises, more incentives, faster rule expansion. It embeds streaming finance into real world infrastructure. It's not just DeFi. Token demand grows, ZBCN. Starlink handles the sky. World Mobile team handles the ground. Zebec handles the money. I like that. Show me the money, not just connecting people to the internet. Off chain. Makes sense to me too. Throbbing Lantern. Let's go back over to the BTM Crypto News Network. And this is Yob X. Vegas isn't just a conference, it's a signal. Liquidity is one layer, execution is another. Simon, CEO of Zebec, speaking at Ripple Vegas conference. Programmable payroll, streaming finance, real world utility. The future isn't coming, it's already here. So this is Simon, I suspect, but no sound. Simon kind of looks like Brad Gensinghouse. I thought Simon's hair shorter than that, but hey, whatever, whenever. But that's a good video there. I got to work on my AI and my videos. This is Crypto Chrome, the super app, real time crypto stable coin payment rails, ACH plus FedNow integration. Zebec's cryptocurrency connects blockchain liquidity to traditional finance infrastructure on February 25th. It's next week. It's streaming payroll for the next fintech. Let's.
Thursday, February 25th. The Zebec cryptocurrency payroll is about to shatter the 2-week pay cycle. What if your salary didn't hit your account every Friday, but streamed into your wallet every single second? Zebec started with exactly that one crazy idea. Real-time payroll streaming. No more waiting. No more batch payments. Just money flowing like Netflix. Second by second. straight to your wallet. But they didn't stop at payroll. Thursday, February 25th. The Zebec Super App goes live. One dashboard. All of Zebec's ecosystem. Under one roof. Payroll streaming. Silver and carbon cards you can actually spend anywhere. Staking. Instant on-chain to off-chain. Crypto income that's spendable the moment it hits. Stablecoin rails meeting TradFi at the speed of light. Cross-border payments. Treasury automation. ACH. FedNow. The whole middleware layer between blockchain liquidity and the real world. Here's where it gets dangerous. Every payroll that streams through Zebec, every card swipe, every treasury dollar that automates through Zebec, compounds transaction volume, compounds data, compounds valuation. This isn't speculation anymore. This is a utility flywheel. More users, more volume, more rails, more real adoption. Desktop Super App drops February 25. Mobile and enterprise editions right behind it. Enterprises are already inside testing. So, yeah. If this sounds crazy now, just wait 7 days. Drop stream in the comments if you're ready to get paid by the second. Follow me now. Don't miss the next one breaks down exactly who's already onboarded. Let's go.
So
Zebec cryptocurrency payroll is a
shout out to Crypto Chrome and shout out to Zebec and the real-time payroll. Crypto Queen. Zebec is going mainstream. Connectivity is the foundation. Payments are the top layer. Zebec launching world mobile infrastructure is exactly how Web3 goes mainstream. And this is Zebec Net powered by World Mobile Team. Launches the 23rd. Decentralized mobile network where eSIMs connectivity meets real world spending. Global eSIM, real world, 100 plus countries. Early access begins tomorrow for thousands already on the wait list. Why am I not on the wait list? Is anybody on here on the wait list? Let me know in the comments. And I'm actually going over the chat right now. How do you set up a world mobile node? World mobile node. Wait a minute. Spell mobile right, slick. Mobile no. Dang it, mobile. Mobile. Dang it. How do you spell mobile node? Okay. How, not who, do a node operator for world mobile man, if I could spell mobile right, I might be dangerous. Token. And what was the other question? Oh yeah. And what was this? Early access. Where? Sign up for early access. Early access. On the wait list. Early access on the wait list. All right, let's go. Got that. Got what is this? Got your boys thinking about it. Back over to the chat. What up, Jay in Japan? Hope it's all good. Silver Days XRP, yes sir. Stacking and packing. All these low prices. I know, bro. People are going to be mad when the price goes up. We've been talking all that mess, and you could have picked up tokens at rock bottom prices, but you're listening to Fudders talking about it's going to keep going down, and you're going to be looking funny when you could have got it cheap, right? If you like it, I love it. For real, my brother asked me about Canton. I told him to buy, but I said get on Zebec first. definitely get on Zebec. Canton's going to have some time. Zebec's going to have some time too. But get Zebec while it's cheap and DCAN to Canton. Not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Keeping it moving. That was this is Crypto Queen again. How do you guys have time to write these super long freaking dissertations about Zebec? Strap in for the end of Q1, January, February, March, which is coming up quicker than you think. Freaking nose itches. I don't know. ZBCN's dropping bombshells. We all know this was just the beginning. February 23rd, Zebec launched the eSIM in 100 countries, powered by World Mobile Connectivity, real-time PayFi combined. February 25th, a Zebec super app. I'm reading this shit right here. Super app, desktop live cards, streaming payroll, stacking, treasury tools all in one place. March 15th, final unlock vesting concludes. Tokens fully unlocked. That's when the price is going to pump. You better get in before March 15th, player. Mobile super app coming soon. Next phase of the ecosystem rolling out to be determined. April 30th to May 1st, XRP Vegas. Zebec showing up where serious payment conversations are happening. And that is going to be huge. So if you can, get to Vegas. If not, join here. We'll be talking about it. Actually looking for something. I'm always looking for something on this desk. I should clean this freaking desk off. Here we go. This is B Rocket with the super app salary stream real time. Every second you work, you earn. Employers stream directly on chain, receive in stable coin, auto route to wallet, deploy to yield, and send instantly. Let's see. Making another note on my trusty pad here. Vendors, contractors, employees, global, the payroll without friction. Mr. Foresight, CEO Simon, keynote speaker at stage XRP Vegas, payroll payments, real world crypto rails entering the XRP spotlight. Watch what happens next.
XRP Las Vegas. Well, Simon, the CEO of Zebec, is going to be delivering a keynote speech there on that stage. They chose him, guys. They chose him. So I think just the fact that he's going to be on the XRP Las Vegas stage says enough about their partnership, right? I don't need to go off into that. You know, you hear the people say, oh, they're not partnering. Yeah, well, he's going to be on that stage. They could have chose anybody, but they chose Zebec's CEO. So I felt like that was phenomenal in itself. And that's just more bullish. Those of us right now who understand that the millions are being made right now in the chaos by investing in assets like this, just keeping your head down and investing.
So moving forward, this is a Zebec Stacker. My opinion, the next strong partnership for Zebec, ZBCN would be a major gig economy platform like Upwork or Fiverr. Zebec real-time payment streaming is perfect to fit freelancers and contractors who often deal with delays, payments, high fees, and currency conversion hassles in the global world. Integrating ZBIC's infrastructure could enable instant on-chain settlement, or fiat equivalents directly within the platform's workflow, reducing intermediaries and boosting adoption among millions of users. This aligns with the ZBIC's push into everyday payroll for gig workers and could accelerate their growth in creation economy where micropayments continuously stream are increasing valuable alternately depending deepen ties with payment giants like Stripe, which also dip into the crypto, could supercharge ZBIC's reach into e-commerce. Stripe AI API driven model combined with ZBIC's blockchain rails could create uh, hybrid solutions for merchants wanting real-time crypto to fiat conversions, especially cross-border sales. Either way, these would build on ZBIC's existing momentum in blending DeFi with real-world finance without overcomplicating their Solana-centric tech tech stack. Okay. This is the ZBIC Pirates captain Zach ZBCN. Just leveled up. ZBIC goes live the 23rd, powered by World Mobile Team and fully integrated into the super app. This is where everything converges: global decentralized eSIM connectivity, real world payment cards, fiat, PayFi rails, super app, your finance command center, 100 countries. No separate products, no disconnected tools, one ecosystem, one app, one global rail. Early access starts tomorrow. Thousands on the wait list. Let that sink in. You'll be able to connect globally, send globally, manage PayFi, run payroll, cards, crypto, all inside one app. Mobile money, PayFi, DPN unified. This is where real world crypto adoption actually looks like. No promises, no test net, no hype decks, live infrastructure, ZBIC building the always on economy, always connected, always paid, always moving. If you're still sleeping on ZBCN, this is your wake up call. E Global Connections, Real World, the card, all in super app, 100 countries. That's actually a pretty cool little quick video there, too. People will know Zebec Network like they know ADP. So this is first video is Crypto Spaces. What up, Crypto Spaces?
World Mobile Team launches on February 23rd. Zebec Net is going to be a decentralized mobile network where eSIM connectivity meets real-world spending. Global eSIM, real-time payments, 100 plus countries. Early access begins tomorrow for the thousands already on the wait list. This is massive stuff, guys. This is what I like to see from projects, man. Continuous building, great fundamentals, great utility and value being built out. So let's take a look at World Mobile here. Reclaim your own power, own your network, the first global decentralized mobile network, private, fair, and built for you. So Zebec is also tapping into the eSIM market to cap. Again, this is real world assets, guys. This is capturing everything that is Web 2. This is how you tap into a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Reclaim your power over your freedom, your phone, your data, rewards. Join the first private user-owned mobile network with token-based rewards. So I've never heard of this company before, but if you take a look, I'm seeing the partnerships that are scrolling across at the bottom here. One of the partnerships is Base Chain, right? Chainlink, that is massive. I know Chainlink. I'm sure you guys know who Chainlink is as well. So as you can see, man, like again, Zebec is not going to partner with any non-legitimate company, non-legitimate project. They're building for the real use case, the real value of the world. And these are legitimate projects, trying to capture market share from the traditional financial sectors, right? Institutional investors as well. So World Mobile is partnered with some of the biggest names in the space, and I'm sure the ones that I'm not familiar with, like GSMA and ITU, are venture capitalists or companies in the Web2 space to make World Mobile, the powerhouse that it is from a mobile network eSIM perspective, right? Privacy first phone plans built for you. Experience true private connectivity with unrivaled coverage across 99% of the USA, 60 countries worldwide. Get token-based rewards, peace of mind. You can reclaim your power today. So the future is decentralization, right? Disruptive companies that literally take away the power from the centralized oligarchs of the world and put it back into the hands of the people. Like, for example, right? So the Web3 space is a disruptive space. They're taking power from the tech oligarchs, the multi-billion trillion dollar oligarchs of the world, and getting their own share of that their piece of the pie in the Web3 space, taking that from the Web2 space, and investors in crypto benefit, right? With even the little guy who doesn't have a ton of money could also become, as successful or close to successful as, these previous industries that have been, feeding off money hungry, companies, taking from consumers and never truly giving back, right? This is where crypto comes in, and this is why I'm bullish on crypto. This is why the YouTube channel is called Crypto Spaces and not Precious Metal Spaces or Stock Spaces, right? World Mobile, I'm just doing a quick breakdown on it because people might be like, well, this is not that big of a partnership. But if you take a look at the website and what they're building out, what they've been building, it's very bullish for, Zebec, ZBCN, right? Create coverage, earn rewards, open or host your own node, connectivity, and earn rewards. You could start connecting 1.6 million unique users in the past 24 hours, 600 plus terabytes of total network consumption in the past 24 hours. So you see how there's these big, eSIM or phone companies with the power of the crypto space, guys. These, projects in the space, they're disruptors, right? That's what you want to invest in, because one of these projects could be the next NVIDIA, could be the next OpenAI. There's no limit to how successful these projects could be in the future, right? So ZBCN partnering with World Mobile here to unlock so much, for networks and building of networks is very bullish, right? Empower the blockchain, become an Earth node operator to process telco data and stake World Mobile tokens to strengthen the network, unlocking greater rewards, right? And then obviously you could do all of your research on that. I'm just breaking that down to show you guys, ZBCN is not going to be partnering with any project that's not legitimate, that's not building with value and utility for the future. Not saying to, not saying you should go and purchase World Mobile tokens. So if you hold ZBCN, this partnership is very massive. This is what you like to see. Like I said, guys, over and over again, I'll reiterate the same thing here. ZBCN is a team of builders, great utility, great value that they're bringing to the space. They're doing what it takes for a project to be widely successful. As I mentioned, the next OpenAI, the next NVIDIA could come from the crypto space, right? ZBCN could be one of those projects to achieve this, right? As I mentioned in one of my previous videos with ZBCN going to XRP Las Vegas and speaking with people like Brad Garlinghouse and, what's his name? Let me find it real quick just to show you guys. Rubbing shoulders with people like this could lead to wide success of ZBCN. So yeah, speaking to people like Matt Hogan here of Bitwise could lead to, the ETF, a ZBCN ETF in the future, right? Altcoins could start getting more ETFs in the future, and ZBCN could be one of those projects that also does this, guys. You can't rule out anything in crypto, right? Speculation is all crypto is about, right? If you can't speculate on the coin, why are you buying the coin? You have to be thinking, who is going to buy this coin in the future, right? And with ZBCN, who's going to buy this coin in the future? not only crypto investors, but people in the Web2 space, institutions, TradFi, you name it, millions of new users that use ZBCN as their instant payment platform. That's a ton of users that they could get to, purchase the ZBCN token, right? So again, this is massive. You love to see it, right? Decentralized mobile network here with eSIM connectivity, global eSIM real-time payments, 100 plus countries. Early access begins tomorrow. Zebec Net with that is powered by World Mobile, right? And we already broke down World Mobile here. So let's take a look from Captain Zach. ZBCN Pirates connect the dots. Let me get this straight. X rollout paid subscriptions, billing powered by Stripe. Elon says X Money will become the central hub for transactions. Meanwhile, Zebec Network is launching a super app with real-time PayFi rails, right? Cards, payroll, stablecoin flows, global payouts, everyday spending, and people still think these worlds stay separate. Zebec already specializes in turning digital dollars into real-world money movements. Stripe already handles enterprise payments. X already owns distribution plus users at global scale. Now ask yourself, who solves real-time money delivery to people? Clearly ZBCN, right? That's what they're building towards. And if they're successful at accomplishing their goals, that's where the millions of users come to the Zebec network, right? Who already built crypto card payroll payouts? Who's literally shipping a super app for this exact use case? The pirates see it. This isn't random. This is infrastructure stacking, X attention, Stripe payments, Zebec money distribution, Solana equal real world utility global payments. That's the triangle. Super app is coming. PayFi rails are live. Global money reset is loading for ZBCN. Great write up from Captain Zach as always. Can you not see it? Real world utility global payments on Solana. And, again, ZBCN, the super app going live very soon. And also the World Mobile Zebec Net partnership for global eSIM real-time payments with your cards, phone cards as well. Very bullish stuff, man. Truly bullish stuff, right? ZBCN right now sitting at 200 million in market cap. Again, like I said, 100,000 ZBCN is a good bet to make. Sometimes in my titles, I say just 10,000 ZBCN. Obviously, I'm trying to increase my viewership. So sometimes, you could call me out for it. I'll give titles that that are, oh, let me click on this, right? I'll give titles like that. Sometimes I'll be real. I'll be authentic here. But I really do think 100,000 ZBCN, which is like $210 right now, is a great investment. And who doesn't have $210? Because that $210 into ZBCN could potentially become 10,000, if not $100,000 in the future. It really could. This is crypto. I've seen projects with 100 billion total supply, in previous cycles get to $1. Like, one of the greatest examples of that is XRP, right? And if XRP could pull that off, I think it won't only just be XRP that pulls off a move like that. ZBCN will also be able to pull off something like that in the future as well, right? So again, my TA, or I'm not an expert analyst here, but it's basically the same, right? Nothing has changed for me from what I see from the market. If Bitcoin drops to 45K to 35K, and that's the bottom, you could see ZBCN revisit the 309 area, or 309 area down here, like whatever this bottom is. Then it finds a bottom there once again, 309. Then the bottom of the market is in. Then it starts its uptrend for the next bull run, whenever that starts, right? And Captain Jack here, ZBCN, in one more month, ZBCN full supply will be circulating, and super app is getting released. Timing is everything, right? Again, because ZBCN's total supply is basically already out, 98% is out. That 2% supply, to the market is not going to do anything. It's barely going to see a price change, right? Throbbing Lantern, what private chats on the super app? We're bringing control back to messaging with NiceGram. Double bottom, password protected, hidden accounts, hidden chats, truly private conversations, open source, full transparency, no black boxes, clean, secure, and private. Your chats are changing, your control shouldn't, right? And ZBCN is replying here with the Zebec cards, the Zebec cards account. So that means, Throbbing Lantern, XRP, ZBCN Lantern, see another XRP bull right here. is also bullish on that and spotted this, right? Taking notice, finding the hidden messages, right? So this means with this, potential partnership that's going to happen in the future, you're going to see ZBCN have private chats, private messaging in the super app as well. All bullish stuff, all massive stuff to see. Shout out to XRP Lantern here. As always, none of this is financial advice, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So join my Discord. It's a free Discord. Link to that is in the description. And also subscribe to my Clips channel to support, my main channel and the brand of Crypto Spaces even further. I really appreciate if you subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Thank y'all so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.
So shout out to Crypto Spaces. This is Decrypting
Crypto space. We have Stronghold SHX with recent announcements with Stellar, Ethereum, and Axelar coming out. Then we also have Zebec ZBCN with their super app getting the release date. And then we have the XRP Ledger dropping some major news that is going to change the XRP, Ripple, XRP Ledger going forward. It was a major piece of the puzzle. We will cover that towards the end of the video. If you stick around for the whole thing, I want to bring all three of these networks together and show you how this whole crypto space, blockchain, etc., isn't going to be about one project alone. They are going to be interoperable, and they all solve a different piece of the puzzle. And that's what makes this system truly decentralized. Not one piece, not one company owns everything. Everybody owns a piece of it, keeping it decentralized. We're going to show you how that works towards the end of the video, so stick around for this. A lot of good information in this video. Let's go ahead and jump into the first story that comes from Stronghold SHX, and it comes out on February 16th, 2026. This is massive. A major piece of the puzzle has been unlocked. Check it out with me, read along. You've seen SHX bridging across Stellar, Ethereum via Axelar with a unified one-to-one supply. Now with Stellar fully live on Axelar mainnet, that connectivity becomes a part of a broader cross-chain framework supporting institutional tokenization, liquidity, and yield, stronger interoperability, broader market access. So with this piece here, let's read back and think about this. It says broader cross-chain framework supporting institutional tokenization, liquidity, and yield. Another major piece of the puzzle has been unlocked with this information here. Stronghold now can move forward to do what they are truly set to do, which we'll cover in the back end of this video. And what I want to point out here is also we are seeing more institutional support being unlocked as we move into 2026, as we expected, especially when it comes to RWA tokenization and yield, etc. This is a major piece that we've been waiting for. And as I've been saying for the last couple of videos, we saw 2025 being more of the year for stablecoins. So it was a very boring year for crypto as a whole, in my opinion. But I think we're starting to see that excitement pick up as we move into 2026 and beyond. And I also want to point out these news stories seem to come out, all these pieces of the puzzles seem to come out as we move closer to the Clarity Act being signed, which we're still waiting for, of course. But I think there's some things that need to fall in line before they approve it. And by the time they approve it, I think these projects are going to be out of the hands of the everyday retail investor. I think it's a timed thing. We'll see what the future holds, though. But if anybody is a fan of SHX, just toss down SHX down in the comments, because this video is a little bit different. I typically try to keep my videos to one project, but we're actually covering 3 in this video. So if you're an SHX fan, throw it down in the comments. Let me see who's out there supporting this network. Now let's move into the next story, which is the ZBCN Super App release date. So this came out on February 13th, 2026. Read along with me here. It says, the Zebec Super App goes live February 25th. All of Zebec's ecosystem under one roof. Access your silver and carbon cards, stream payroll access on Solana, stake ZBCN, designed for everyday use. So we have been waiting for the super app for Zebec to finally release, which we're seeing as of February 25th, 2026, that will become a reality. It's important to keep in mind, though, that that is just for the desktop. And we were expecting the mobile app to drop later on in March from what we're hearing, but also in March, important to keep in mind when we're talking about Zebec, is that the token release will be completed in March of 2026. So we're starting to see Zebec become a mature network that is going to launch full scale. And again, this is another piece of the major unlocks we've been talking about. Is you saw what happened with SHX, now getting broader access to markets, tokenization, yield, etc. Now Zebec's coming into play with their super app that is making their live network, right? And these two do tie together. And we show you how in the back end of the video, if you'll stick around for that. All this does tie together, I promise you. It's kind of interesting that this information, in my opinion, comes out at the same time. Now let's move on. This is something that maybe some people miss, but I think it's important to call out, especially when we think about security and things getting hacked. Your exchanges, Coinbase went down recently, right? We see this over and over again. So it's very important to get your stuff off of the exchanges and onto a cold wallet that you could control. So check it out. This is Zebec on January 22nd, 2026. It says Zebec is partnering with Tangem to bring secure self-custody options for our community. We'll be launching a custom Zebec branded Tangem cold wallet soon. More details coming the weeks ahead. So we have Tangem and ZBCN working together. This is a big move, especially when we're looking at, like I said, all this hacks happening. We have different exchanges going down. And keep in mind with exchanges, they can pull your stuff at any time and just give you the value of that asset back in the dollars. So they can take your assets. So you do want to get them off the exchanges if you feel comfortable doing so. And Tangem is one of the easier ones that you can do. And here's a shameless plug here. You can use my discount code DC10. That is the QR code there. That's the link down there. Should you want to buy the Tangem wallet. The Tangem wallet are 3 different cards, comes in a fancy box, and it's super easy to use with your app. They also have a ring. You can use the ring, as you can see here. That ring is another option. It's the same thing as the card. You don't know it's an actual cold wallet to access your app. It's pretty cool. I think that was really interesting to see Tangem doing that. If you want to see the pricings, I'm going to show you the pricing and how this works. The 3 card set, you can see it's $55. You have the different options there. When it's all said and done, though, if you scroll down, the order is $55 for 3 different cards. Just for any kind of clarity, those cards are just backups. You have your main one, and then you have 2 other backups, so you don't lose them. If you lose 3 cards, dude, I mean, that's on you at that point, right? Just also keep in mind, and on a serious note, I actually donate 20% of all of my affiliate links back to mental health at the end of every quarter. I share that with the channel. I'll show you guys exactly where it's going. So it's not about me trying to get rich off anything. It is actually, a lot of this is going to go back to mental health support, because it is a epidemic in our world, our society at large. So if you'd like to kind of support that thing, the links are on the channel. You can go ahead and check it out down in the description. Now let's keep going. Let's get off the shameless plug. Let's move into ZBCN, Zebec. We're going to keep going on with that, but about how they're teaming up with XRP in a certain way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check out your screen with me here. We have coming out on February 16th, 2026. Zebec is heading to XRP Las Vegas, the largest XRP conference in the world. Our CEO, Simon, will be speaking alongside the leaders from across the industry on the future of blockchain payments and real-world utility. This begins April 30th through May 1st, 2026. And of course, this is a massive move for Zebec and Ripple teaming up with XRP. And if you've been following my channel for a while, we've actually covered how Zebec and Ripple work together. Of course, Stellar and Ripple work together. SHX works with Ripple. They are all intertwined to some degree, and we covered it throughout some different videos. Real quick though, hey, if you guys like this information, please hit the like button, leave a comment down below. You can just hit, SHX, ZBCN, or XRP if that's your bag. It's very important, or it really helps this channel as far as getting this information out. As you guys know, people are tired of crypto, and a lot of people have left the crypto space, so these channels aren't getting a lot of views. So any kind of support on that would be awesome. And if you do like this kind of reporting where I'm not going to hype you up and give you a bunch of hopium and give you wild price predictions, consider hitting that subscribe button. We would love to have you part of the channel. Now let's move into the XRP ledger. This is a major one. I'm not going to come in with a lot of excitement behind this, but I should, because how big this is. This is a major move for the XRP ledger, and you'll probably hear it through different creators and influencers. They'll hype it up for you. But just so it's on your radar, this is a massive move. So let's read along. This actually comes from VET, and this comes out on February 18th, 2026. It says permission DEX is now activated on XRP. Credentials, permissioned domain, permissioned DEX now begins on the phase of bootstrapping the DEX. It says, too long didn't read, institutional ready payment infrastructure is now fully live on the XRP ledger. So essentially what this is going to do, this is going to bring that institutional flow of cash that we've been waiting for. This unlocks institutional money. I can't stress to you how big that is, not just for the XRP ledger, but for the crypto space as a whole. And again, keep in mind, this comes at a time that we are looking at the Clarity Act getting closer to being signed. And these companies and projects seem to be positioning themselves right ahead of this. So when it does get signed and it goes live, they are ready to roll. And you're going to see it move faster than I think anybody has expected. And that's not trying to hype you up or give you some kind of hopium. I think that is going to be reality. Now let me put all this together for you guys so you can kind of get a visual of what I meant by all these projects are going to be interoperable. They do work together. They're going to stack together, and they all solve a different piece of the puzzle. So check this out, and keep in mind in my other videos, we actually linked these companies together. This isn't just me speculating in my opinion, of course, because we've done the research on the back end and saw how these actually tie together. But let's move on and give you that actual layout so you have a better idea. So check out your screen here. You'll see that, of course, Ripple lies in the center, and Ripple is the settlement backbone for fast, low cost, and global. Then we have Stellar XLM, which is inclusion and remittances, so money to the people, like retail, NGOs, which is non-government officials, and emerging markets. Then we have Zebec ZBCN, which is going to be the real-time streaming payments, programmable money like payroll, subscriptions, salaries. And then we have Stronghold SHX, which is fiat on and off ramps compliance, which is going to bridge fiat to institutions through banks, APIs, and stablecoins. So Ripple powers the payment stack, connecting banks, businesses, and blockchain. This is how I envision all of this working together. As I look at this, this makes sense to me because this is decentralized finance. Everybody owns a piece of it. Now, am I saying this is going to be the only ones that are going to be doing anything? Of course not. It's not what I'm arguing here. But I do think they all connect together. And I think it's interesting that all this information does come out around the same time they all release this information. Each piece of that puzzle seems to be unlocked that same week. What are the odds of that, especially when they do have some ties together? It seems very orchestrated in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. You let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, if you can consider hitting that like button, that comment, consider subscribing. If you are into this kind of reporting, that'd be very much appreciated. That's all I have for you. But before you go, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and become that change that you want to see. I'll see you on the next one.
So shout out to Decrypting Crypto. Moving forward, this is a trading sniper. Play this one first and
Hey,
come back
hope
to
you guys
the other
are
one.
doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the one, the only legendary, you guessed it, Zebec Network. Listen, huge news. Zebec Net, powered by World Mobile Team, launches February 23rd, which is going to be what, in 4 days? A decentralized mobile network where eSIM connectivity meets real world spending. Global eSIM, real-time payments, 100 plus countries. Early access begins tomorrow for the thousands already on the wait list. And we can see, right, February 23rd is the launch, Zebec Net. This is huge. This is gaining pretty good traction within a couple of hours, within what, 3 hours, less than 3 hours, already has 50,000 views, 500 likes. And we can see that a lot of things are happening, consistently and kind of getting released. We have this coming out on the 23rd. In just a couple of days, we have the super app. And then we have also something else coming out very, very soon that we're going to be talking about in just a second. So very, very awesome. Very, very huge. I will be reposting this, and we can see a lot of people are excited as well. Many, many comments, a lot of support. Listen, like we talked about, T minus 6 days till the Zebec Super app launch. And guys, this will have an impact on price. I'm not saying automatically this is going to be the thing that pumps the price up right away, but definitely medium to long term, few months and etc. This will be the difference. Let's say it going hypothetically to 10 cents and to 15 cents. Okay, this super app is a big deal for something like Zbeck. So very, very excited to see the launch of the super app. Definitely going to be using it. I'm definitely gonna, I might even make a video on it, and I'm super excited, right? I'm super, super excited. So we have the big news of Zebec Net in coming out in 4 days, and then we have the super app coming out in 6 days. So, expect possibly the end of February to be volatile for Zebec in a positive light, because we will have two great news fundamental pieces coming out. And that's just pretty awesome. We could see, right? Boom. What private chats on the super app. Okay. So, there's been a little bit of talk about this. We can see from NiceGram app, we're bringing control back to messaging. Double bottom, password protected hidden accounts, hidden chats, truly private conversations, open source, full transparency, no black boxes, clean, secure, and private. And then we have Zbeck cards giving the eye emoji. So, it is possible that we might have private chats on the super app, which obviously this is not going to be a thing that elevates the super app to the next level, but it would always be a nice adjustment. And I think it's possible. I think it's possible. This super app can honestly be whatever it wants to be. And the fact that it's called the super app, I mean, the possibilities are endless, right? I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be like that, but that would be a cool feature as well. I think it's very, very possible. It could fit. It's not like the most out of pocket thing or, most random thing in the world to have some type of chat service or being able to send messages on the super app. So, yeah, man. I mean, obviously, time will only tell. Luckily for us, a couple of days from now, we'll see the truth, but still a cool concept to possibly think about. And of course, if it were to be added, that's always going to buff this super app by a little bit, by a couple percent. Because like I said, more features, high quality features are always going to be better for the super app, but not only the super app, but for Zbeck Network and its value and the price. Listen, boom. In one more month, Zebec full supply will be circulating and the super app is getting released. Timing is everything. So, like we talked about, we have Zebec Net coming up in a couple of days, super app getting unlocked in a couple of days as well, right? That's all happening within the next pretty much week, those two. And then we have token unlocks happening March 15th. So a little bit less than a month from now. So this is also very, very exciting. And this is also not including anything Zebec talks about, releases, or partners with from the time of ZBECnet launch, the time from the super app launch, and the token unlocks, right? We still have those couple of weeks of a gap, roughly what, like three to 3.5 weeks of a gap. So obviously there's also potential other highlights of partnerships and collaborations and everything and use pieces that could be coming out and will be coming out during that time. So guys, very, very, very awesome, right? This is what we love to see. All of this does make a impact on Zbeck. Like I said, even if the short-term price action is going to be delayed by a little bit, ultimately, right, this is kind of all slowly coming to the end of these slow prices. Even for something like Bitcoin, whatever happens with Bitcoin, I do believe worst case scenario, really, Bitcoin goes down maybe a couple more thousand, and then we're ultimately going to be restarting the cycle. It sounds weird because, let's just talk about it for a second, right? If we look at Bitcoin, right? Guys, I never really do this for the news piece, but Bitcoin kind of just did the bear cycle, right? Like we kind of went up, we went down, we broke out of structure, we went down, we kind of retested off highs, and now I expect recoveries, right? We were going consistently up heavy, heavy, heavy. We think we broke out of structure, boom, we were testing off the highs, and I kind of expect Bitcoin to have another leg up. Now, listen, Okay. Obviously, we need some type of confirmations. And look, the one weird thing about this whole thing is we never got a real altcoin season, right? Because there's certain charts you look at to get the altcoin, you look at altcoin season, the altcoin indicators, and etc. Especially there's like few charts, and we never got that. Like we never got the real altcoin season. We had pumps of altcoins, but the real season never started. So it's kind of like whatever mini cycle we just did, it was very, very weird. But the good thing is there's a lot of potential to be going to the upside. And, you know, we are kind of near the bottoms and we are quote unquote in the bear market. People think we're going to be going further, further down. I don't think so. I don't, people are expecting some next level retracements down here, but you have to realize you would break a bunch of key structure. You would break, you know, weeks and months worth of data here, weeks worth of data here, literal, well, like 8 months worth of data here. It's not as easy as people think. So, I wouldn't really worry too much about that. Bitcoin right now is still around, that 66 to 68K, just the way it has been for, I mean, what, a couple of days now. It's been really, really slow, right? It's been really, really slow. Anyways, if we go and look at something like Zebec, we can see we are ranked 131 out of 8,783 active cryptos. So we can see that, we're holding a very nice ranking. Other cryptos continue to die out, which is not a surprise. Zebec is here to stay, though. 200 million plus market cap, 8 million volume in the last 24 hours. Over the last month, we are down a little bit less than 30%. In the last week, we're up almost 7.5%. And in the last day, we are kind of up a little bit, but generally kind of just going sideways. It was just until recently, like an hour or two ago, where we saw a little bit of green momentum. No Coinbase, no Binance yet, but we know that is just around the corner. When we go and look at Zebec, we can see we're consistently flying high and flying really fast to the upside in terms of holders, new holders. Guys, remember, this is when Zebec is down in price. This is when the market is down. Bitcoin is in the 60 thousands of dollars. Not Bitcoin's at not at 90, not at 100K, not 120. We're down. We're down like half basically from the highs. Okay. And yet Zebec is consistently moving up at a very rapid pace with holders. So once again, imagine what's going to happen when Bitcoin picks up momentum, when Zebec picks up momentum, when the whole entire crypto industry picks up momentum, real momentum, when we finally get real altcoin season that we've been waiting for. Just think about it, right? I just want you to think about it. Anyways, that is it, the legend. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye. Boys and girls, how my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the one, the only, legendary, you guessed it, Zebec Network. I don't know how you guys guessed it. I don't know how you guys did it, but you guys are awesome. Listen, look, Zebec overall has been generally ranging over the last few days. Yes, it's been really, really, really boring and dreadful, but usually during these boring and dreadful times, you can find good opportunities to be, you know, getting in positions and buying up at a good price. Overall, if we take this week and the last previous 2 weeks, this would be kind of the range, right? Take it from this. Now, granted, majority of this range is from the candle of 2 weeks ago, basically, but still, right? Still, overall, you did have this range, just have opportunity, and overall, okay, let's say just say we're a little bit more fair. We take the general range, do something like this. You could have been buying consistently around 0.002 to 22, right? Consistently. And you know what? At the end of the day, you always have to be making your own decision, as I'm not a financial advisor or your mother, your father, etc. But generally speaking, objectively speaking, if we go look at it, right, if we take the whole entire range, guys, we are down a lot, right? This range, if you would be buying consistently, would be exactly 78% retracement, which is really, really good. It's a great prime buying opportunity. I overall don't think we're going to go anywhere near the one. We shouldn't in terms of fundamental structure, because even if we took it from a big structure standpoint, we would have this low here, and I would expect somewhere, kind of a higher low here, right? Something like this, generally speaking. I'm not saying this is going to be picture perfect, but I would expect these bottoms to be lower, these bottoms overall to be higher, which would be a low and a higher low on a massive, massive time frame, which obviously is really, really powerful. We have these highs over here, right? These were the last previous highs before we got this one. So obviously we can see we are in structure. We have a high, higher high. We have a low. As of right now, we have a lower, or sorry, higher low. My apologies. Right. So like I said, I don't expect us to really go between the 0.88 and the 1. That'd be really, really unorthodox. I really don't see Zbec retracing, 90, 92, 95%. I would be really, really surprised. Something like Bitcoin would have to drop to 45,000 or something like that. And at that point, it actually would be kind of getting scary. It would be kind of getting a little bit scary because it would be, we would start breaking Bitcoin structure as well, right? It would start breaking Bitcoin structure as well. Generally, right now, Bitcoin has been kind of, consolidating on on these highs, right? There is weeks, if not months worth of data here. There's weeks of data here. There's about 8 to 9 months of data here. So if we were to just slam below, it would be very unorthodox and really, really bad. Really, really bad. So overall, generally speaking, I kind of expect Bitcoin to kind of start finding a lifeline and eventually start going up. Even if we weren't to, we weren't going to go and create higher highs or, whatever it may be, I still expect Bitcoin to at one point come back to retest around the 110 to $120,000, whether that's in quarter two or quarter three, right? At one point, at the bare minimum. That's like the bare minimum I would expect it. So yeah, I'd overall, what I'm trying to say is that Zebec low prices are going to be running out sooner than later. Now, it doesn't mean that this is going to be the literal last day or this is the last week where you can get good prices. No, the end of February might be good prices, the middle of March might be good prices, but we know also that there's great news coming out with the Zebec network. We have Zebec Net coming out in just a couple of days. We have also the super app coming out in a couple of days, and on the 15th of March we have more token unlocks, the final token unlocks. And that's not mentioning anything in between that time period, right? Let's say the next couple of days, right, when we get the super app out and the Zebec net out and the token unlocks, whatever's in between those 2 to 3 weeks, right? We're not mentioning anything there because we don't know what might be happening there. So, a lot of good, positive, great news is coming out. We also do know the end is near. The end is near when it comes to this type of foundation, this type of bullish structure. We know sooner than later, we expect huge pumps. Probably the start of quarter two, right? As we did say this before, we said this already months ago that we expected, you know, I guess mid February to late March to have an expansion. Yes, I know that's a couple week range, but the point is we were getting a general picture, right? We didn't get the most accurate picture, but we know that overall the time
Fear
had to end no
causes
matter what,
bad
because no matter
decisions.
which way we took these lines, these trend lines, right, the way we made the structure, we knew it is coming to an end one way or another. And of course, there's always that probability, Zbec goes down to zero. But I mean, you can't really think like that. You think about high probability scenarios and not one out of a billion scenarios, right? That's not how people make money. That's not how traders think, etc. Okay. Overall, if we go look at the structure in the short term, we can see we technically do have a lower high. The reason why I'm saying this is because this candle over here was technically blue, so this counts as a high. As right now, we have a lower high. If the candle were to close like this, yes, we still have a couple of days. Yes, a lot can still change. When we go and look at the, smaller picture, we can see like Zebec Network is tweaking out. Why is Zebec Network tweaking out? Well, because boom, we have this low here, we have a higher low, and we have a higher low. So buying pressure is here, and we have selling pressure. We have this high over here, lower high, and guess what? We have a lower high and lower high. So that's why today's candle is kind of all over the place, right? Buyers are attempting to push it up, sellers are selling, but it's kind of just tweaking. And the thing is, Bitcoin also has to make a decision because Bitcoin is in the exact same pickle. We can see that Bitcoin has a low, higher low, has high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and as of right now, lower high. So if Bitcoin closes like this today, then it's only going to have roughly a couple $100 range, which we know that's nothing for something like Bitcoin at this point. Couple $100 range is nothing. So Bitcoin also needs to be making a choice. We have been trending down. Yes, that is a fact, but we are also due at least for some type of pullback, at least at the bare minimum, to come back, at least I would say to 85,000 to kind of retest this range. And of course, these bottoms as well, right? It is just fundamental like that. Something should never be really selling and selling and selling and selling unless something was seriously, seriously wrong. Okay. It is just that simple. When we go and look at Zebec, let's say the RSI. Now, some people like the RSI. We can see we are looking very good on the weekly, right? Some of the lowest prices you have since, January of 2025. Not necessarily the literal lowest prices, right? Of course, this is much higher than the 2025 area of January, but in terms of the ranges for the RSI, this is some of the lowest. So once again, make what you want to do with that information. Right? At the end of the day, you are your own person. You are your own, you are an adult, right? So you have to be looking and make your own decisions. But look, at the end of the day, you know, you look at the data, you look at the probabilities. Right? Remember, I know people joke around, say, haha, buy low, sell high. But you gotta remember, most people lose in these crypto markets. 97% of people lose. So most people are not really buying low and selling high. And even though some may do that, they don't end up selling high and they end up holding. So remember, this is the moment, right? These are the moments that people, you put that theory, you put that philosophy into practice. I myself have bought down here at 0.0016. I called that out in the private community, called out this absolute wonderful snipe right over here. Boom, basically getting the literal bottom. So yeah, that was fantastic. I'm super, super happy with my positions. I don't think I'm going to be overall buying Zebec anymore. I'm really, really, loaded up, excited to see what the future holds. And of course, I have to be a responsible adult too. So I can't just be splashing. But it is really tempting, right? Buying something like crypto, buying something like Zebec, especially. I mean, my God, it is so, so fun, especially that you see the fundamentals be so great. Left, right, and center, always a new piece of news, always something fantastic. And I really do believe in the future of crypto. That is it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was looking at this Air node for World Mobile. This is a little more involved than I thought it was, but we will figure it out and I'll let you know. But thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for joining. And meet me tomorrow, same channel, same. Dang it, same channel, same time. And it's your main man BTM signing out. Peace and hair grease. Miners out. Peace out. Peace out, Silver Days.